Good morning, friends. Jeff here at Yakety Mac, and I am on day 3 of a 3-day fishing binge. I am in a month-long tournament that's put on by the same club that does our monthly in-person events. So all the same rules apply. It is a 12-inch minimum, your 5 best fish for the month. So currently I am sitting at 67¼ inches, which is 7th place out of 21 anglers. That might sound okay until I tell you that a third of the field has yet to submit anything. So that means perhaps they haven't gone out yet, or they have and they just haven't posted the results to the leaderboard yet. You can see here what I'm chasing. So we're looking at 90 plus inches. So I've got a long way to go, and hopefully I can make some ground up today. So I am back at the same lake that I fished yesterday. And the reason that I came back, even though I had only kind of moderate success yesterday, is that I think I left a lot of fish undisturbed. There's a lot of vegetation sitting on the surface now and just below the surface. And I was dropping a fluke in those holes, and that's where I was getting bit. In fact, I lost a beautiful fish doing that on a fluke. Left my heart broken and laying on the bottom of the kayak. And so anyway, I think today I'm going to go and hit those same sort of spots, but with some different lures. I don't know that the fluke was the right thing for that. It just sinks too slowly. So I've got a couple other things in mind. Let's see if I can pull that off today, y'all. Stick with me, please. So for starters this morning, guys, I'm going to go with a toad. I'm going to see if I can call them up out of that grass. I'm not sure what you call this particular kind. It's got some paddles on the tails here. I'll have to look this up and see, but I'm going to see if I can call them up out of that grass with this toad. So the water is a little still this morning, so I'm going to switch it out for the Zoom horny toad. Something that creates a little less noise on the water, is a little more subtle. See if that brings them up. Got him. I got him. That's a nice bass. Yes. So that's a nice bass on a toad. I want to show you guys why I got the floating live well. You know, I clip my fish while I'm prepping them to take picture and to measure them and everything. And I actually had one during a practice session one time that got off of my fish grips. So what I've done, especially for bigger, if it's a bigger fish, when I say bigger, I mean more than 12 inches, is that I got this floating live well. So I go ahead and clip them with my fish grips, and then I put them in this floating live well. So I've kind of got double protection to keep them from taking off. And the live well really seems to have a calming effect. They don't seem to get down in there and flop all around and everything. So now I've got time to prep my catch board and my camera and get everything set up to take a picture of the fish. I don't like to leave them just laying in the boat flopping around and everything. I try to take care of them the best that I can. All right, so that's a good 2-inch upgrade for me. I'll be able to call one of my 12-inch fish. It's 14 on the toad. My first topwater of the year. Man, that was a nice strike, and I just yanked it away too quick. Jeff, wait till they get it. Wait till they get it. So guys, the fish have either decided to stop being a part of my fun, or they have up and moved. Either way, it's pretty rude, if you ask me. So, anyway, in the last 2 hours, I haven't had a single bite. I have thrown 3 different colors of fluke, wake bait, worm, and then the toad. And so morning started off pretty good. Quite a few bites, landed some, missed some, but lately it's been tough going. So I'm going to throw a jig now up around some timber, see if I can get anything happening with that. All right, guys, so this is going to be another upgrade for me. I literally just laid down the jig and picked up yet a different fluke again, and third cast and hit this one here. He's 13 3/4. He's going to be an upgrade for me. So that's good, you know, but given the fact that leaders are sitting at 90, I'm going to have to do better than, you know, 1 and 2 inch upgrades at a time. I'm going to need a decent fish here or there. So the red and white fluke, grabbed that one. Let's see if there's any more here. This was some timber that I was throwing a jig around. Couldn't get bit on the jig, just picked up a different fluke and said, you know what, let's work back and forth between the two. And like my third cast with the fluke, nailed that one right there. So good news. That's the first one that has not come off of grass or lily pads for me. No upgrade, 12 1/4. Well, y'all, the good news is that I'm back on the fish again. I've caught 3 in the last 30 minutes. The bad news is that they're on the small side. The last 2 that I caught are not an upgrade for me. That last one, 12 1/4, he came out from underneath a laydown. I was coming alongside the laydown and he came out. And the way that fish hit and fought, I would have swore I had a 16 incher on there. And just a feisty fella, I guess. But at least I have rediscovered the fish. Now let's see if I can discover something of any size. Well, y'all, not a bad day numbers wise. I just didn't get anything of any size, but at least I did upgrade a couple of fish. So, you know, I'm getting it an inch at a time. Ended up with 7 fish today. So for those of you keeping track at home, my yearly total is up to 38. So I think I undershot by a lot when I made my preseason guess. Or at least it appears as though I'm on track to have undershot by quite a bit. So guys, you know, it's going to be a week or so before I can get out and fish again and try to add to this total. I got my work cut out for me for sure. Thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, that like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Would love to have you. Leave me a comment and share this video if you are so inclined. Thanks again, y'all. I appreciate it. Stay safe. And hey, look, no matter what you've got going on, I hope you'll always take some time to get outside and play.